Hey y'all, it's Dalanie.
And it's Katie, Mrs. Classically Black Podcast.
Where we talk all things classical music and being black in the profession.
With trap beats playing in the background. Hey!
Hello everyone. So getting into the news this week.
What's wrong?
Nothing at all.
Sure?
Positive. Well, in the news this week, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel, y'all. We're going to talk about this stuff again. The Kennedy Center has canceled a week's worth of events celebrating LGBTQ plus rights for the summer's World Pride Festival in Washington. The festival is supposed to be these events were supposed to be from June 5th to the 8th. The schedule was called Tapestry of Pride. They were canceled or moved to other venues. It says the center's website for this event, the Tapestry of Pride event, is still up, but no concert dates at the venue are listed. Of course, we talked about like other things that they've canceled. They've canceled the Gay Men's Chorus, Washington, the International Pride Orchestra. We talked about that one. The overarching festival, World Pride, is from May 17th to June 8th. So not everything happening at that festival happens at the Kennedy Center. But yeah, it has performances and celebrations across Washington, D.C. But Washington's Pride Alliance has disassociated itself from the Kennedy Center after these cancellations. Their deputy director put out a statement saying, "We are a resilient community and we have found other avenues to celebrate. We are finding another path to celebration, but the fact that we have to maneuver in this way is disappointing." Let's see. There's also a statement from a culture journalist who was organizing an event for the 8th, which was, obviously canceled. And she says that having long regarded the center as a home base and a safe space for the queer community, she added that the center's cancellations are doing our community a disservice, not just the queer community, but the entire community, because now nobody gets to attend these events. Same thing with the orchestra, the chorus, and all that stuff that they canceled. So that's what's going on in DC. I feel like I haven't heard news about that in a minute, so great to see. It's also bad news. So
I don't even know what to be happening. Just let me know if we gotta go to a camp or something. Because I can't. It's too much. Who is it? Trump or Vance on that Kennedy Center thing?
On the board.
Vance.
And I think his wife.
Well.
So Vance. Okay, and then next for the news this week, Juilliard has announced plans for a $550 million fundraising drive to make their school tuition free for its students. They haven't given many details about how exactly they would structure it, but it says that the fundraising campaign will take multiple years. So far, they've received about $180 million in early commitments, which includes $130 million from the board, which I was like, what kind of board y'all got?
Y'all want to be in Classically Black's board?
Right. We need a board too.
Wait, you said they need $50 million for?
$550 million.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It says that they will work as fast as they can to make this policy a reality. Currently, 95% of their students receive some sort of financial aid, but their tuition is $55,500 a year. And it does offer a few tuition-free programs, but they want to extend their policy to, everyone, including their dance, drama, and the entire music divisions. Their president? Yes, president. I don't know if they call it a president, dean, whatever. Their president put out a statement saying if a student can get into Juilliard and it's hard to get into Juilliard, it can't be about the money. Money can't be the determining factor of having the opportunity to come to Juilliard, to be in New York City at Lincoln Center, and to fulfill that dream that empowers art itself. I'm optimistic, even as I am realistic, that it's going to take a tremendous amount of energy and work. I think this is a worthy goal, and I think people will understand that. Yeah. Trying to trying to add themselves to the elite few music schools that don't charge tuition. Like Curtis says here, Curtis hasn't charged tuition since 1928.
Since 1928? Period.
And Colburn also doesn't charge tuition.
Eastman.
So like, no, charge them all you want. I ain't there no more. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Eastman better get on.
Oh my God, they charging double tuition. They know what.
That's the thing. I realized, like, going to a public school, like, you are locked in for, like, whatever rate you come in, that's the rate you pay. Imagine my surprise when tuition went up my second year. I said, oh.
And up and up and up. And, you know, I have the like, Eastman history books and stuff, and it has, like, a chart of what tuition over the years, and it stopped counting in 2012. I said, why y'all stop counting in? Put what y'all doing to us now. It costs damn near $80,000 a year to go to Eastman.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
For the hall to smell like farm.
And to be fair, it probably costs close to that to go to Juilliard, because that's just the tuition. It's not, like, you know, room and board and stuff like that. Because tuition, I don't know how much tuition for Eastman. Although I think tuition itself I think it's reached $70,000, which is outrageous. Because before it wasn't that. It was probably somewhere in the 50s, but it's like when you add on like an extra $20,000 for room and board, it's, you know. But yeah, the tuition itself, now I'm trying to, but yep, that's the news this week.
Paying $70,000 a year for job insecurity is crazy.
Tuition and fees, Eastman School of Music, $69,030 for tuition.
I got $30.
Huh?
I got $30.
And that's before you pay for anything to live.
Oh, but that's undergrad tuition. I think graduate tuition is a little. It's cheaper.
Yeah, it ought to be.
Oh, right, because it's like half the amount of credits.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I was like, well, it's over now. Cause I said if I got an Eastman, it don't matter what it costs. And
yeah,
it
I said that too.
It matters now.
You're right. It matters now, real bad.
Real bad.
I was so
calling my phone.
Care no matter what, I'm going to Eastman. No matter what.
Now them people on my phone.
And now that would matter a lot.
The people on my phone, man. Stop calling me. Girls.
No, the money is spent. The degree is had.
Come get it. Come take that degree. I'll even give it to you. Girl. I want to talk about it.
They're going to cut our lights off.
If Jesus paid it all, amen, why are you coming to me?
It is your fault. I was 17. You lended a 17-year-old all that money?
Why would you do that? It never paid it back. Also, I swear, go ask Jesus for an invoice. He said he paid it all. He was taking it over the wrong girl. But best of luck to everyone involved. But run this episode up and I'll pay back. I'll write one check.
Yeah. Oh, I just found the graduate tuition. If you're taking 18 credits, it's $47,300, and if you're taking 20, it's $51,600.
I'm taking 20 credits,
and that's before activity fee, comprehensive fee, and mandatory health fee.
It definitely went up. I mean, that makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense, but like based on like, but I was taking like 9 credits. Oh, for the year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, tuition went up a lot. Y'all not right. Tuition went up a lot. I feel like most grad students get like a half scholarship, and then whatever else after that is kind of like, well.
And then the estimated direct costs or indirect costs are $21,800. That's your books, housing, food, all that type of stuff.
Yep. How much are they paying for rent?
Don't think about it's gonna piss you off.
Oh, this made me real mad.
Yeah, I was about to say it's gonna piss you off thinking about how much you used to pay for rent in Rochester.
But to be fair,
in LA.
To be fair, I have a lot less. My The beef is not with Rochester, it's with Memphis. Because I feel like Rochester, I have less than I have now. And it's like here I have more, but like what I got in Memphis, like my whole little situation was like very tea. It was in Memphis. That was the problem. But well, I live in a better city. Rochester tea though. I wouldn't live a long time in Rochester, I don't think. Well, it's the winter for me. Because Rochester's very pretty except for that river. And
heavy on the quotes.
Because it's like gelatinous.
That river's insane.
Like, what y'all got going on? I saw a sign in Pasadena and it was like water wouldn't last forever, and I immediately like flashed to Rochester. Come on, that's what they got going on. That's a reminder that water, like clean water, isn't like we don't have like unlimited clean water. And I was like, yeah, look at Rochester. They got sludge in the river.
That ain't even water no more. That's concoction.
But also, I saw the LA River too. But
ain't no water in it.
Ain't no water in it.
I was about to say, yeah. It's the LA.
Like,
ain't no river.
What we finna do? Ain't got no water. Everything high. But you know what? We vibing through it. So.
Yeah. We move.
That's all we can do for now. Until we have to have our special papers.
All right. So, moving on.
Anyway, today we're talking about confessions because y'all just as messy as we are. Because why you sending people business in? So I thought we would share our own, even though ours aren't confidential. We thought we would share our own salacious, maybe not salacious, but like what happened down at your school confessionals before we dive into the main topic and being y'all business.
Okay. I feel like it's like my memory. I know y'all hear me say that every week, but everything is something I gotta remember. I'm like, and also I was so out of the way. But I think we've talked about this maybe before, and that's why. And also, like, even if there was something too crazy, I guess I couldn't say it because y'all get to be anonymous and we don't.
Right.
But something we asked, what is the most scandalous, like, what's something scandalous or crazy that happened while you were in middle school? And I was gonna say that whole. Actually, I just almost was like, wait, that's something else. I'll do my original one. When Joshua Bell came.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this on the show.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, but also it's like, there just wasn't really that much stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to do too much. There's really, especially after all this time, and I'm so like, I'm not crazy far removed, but like I'm pretty far removed from being in music school. Like, it's like if there was anything worth telling y'all, I would have told y'all by now. Mm-hmm. And also we have new listeners. So basically, I don't know if I'm not gonna get sued for libel, but there's just rumors there. And Joshua Bell came to play with Eastman Philharmonia because we played with him, and I think he was maybe doing another concert while he was there. I can't remember. But a lot of people went to the administration about like some accusations against him, and they said that they investigated it, and they was like, well, we can't find anything credible. And what the compromise was that they ended up having a table like about like whatever the organization is that advocates for victims of sexual assault had a table outside of his concert, like as people were coming in, like giving their tickets and stuff like that, which it just had like, that's just kind of insane that they had to set that up at your stuff. Like,
can you imagine somebody having that? Like, I don't know if I would have. I don't know what the contract said, but I don't know if I would have played. Like, I mean, but never mind. I can't say that. But what do you mean you got a table at my stuff about? And it's not just like a standard thing that happens or whatever. It's like, no, Katie finna be here, so we gotta. Like, that's insane.
But also, it's like. It ain't the first time I've heard something like that. That's what I would say. Because I went to Interlochen. So, y'all not finna send this to him, and now I'm down to the courthouse. I mean, I ain't got nothing to take. I just was talking about my student loans. So
yeah, if you want to take those on,
right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, call me, hit me up.
But
I mean, he that has to get back to him. I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's all alleged. Well, only you know. You and God know if it's alleged. So,
but it was just.
I don't know nothing, so don't waste your time. Keep your lawyer.
Right. I was like, I don't want to seem like, what I would say is like, I don't want to come across as like, dang, they did that to him, because I believe women. So,
yeah,
I'm
gonna say like, especially like in this field, ain't nobody coming forward
especially against somebody like that.
Especially someone like that, and also like.
So that's why I'm keeping it cute. I'm not trying to get sued, but like, just know, also, like, yeah, just know. Yeah. It's kind of like maybe, yeah.
Yikes. I'm trying to think. What happened down at ISU? I want to say too much. Cause it's like I still talk to some of these people, but it wasn't that messy. But there was one time, anytime the orchestra director and the choir director not there no more, anytime they work together, that's why it's like that whole professionalism stuff, it's like they were as professional about it as they possibly could be for two people who didn't care for each other. But it's like the students have to bear the brunt of y'all beefing, you know, and I think there was something that happened and the dean got involved. I'm not going to say too much because I literally still talk about the book, but there was like something happened and the students were going to the dean. It was all this whole thing. And I'm just like, can we just play the damn opera so we can be done with this? But mine's not confidential, so I'm not going to say all the details. I know all the details. Like, dean, students was going, using their voice, going to the dean. I was like, dean not even the dean no more at school of music. And I don't think that lady's there anymore, thank God. That I could say, because she was we used to have beef. Well, he was not a good man. I bet you he was a drama. But the former director of music education, students had beef with him because he was a little rude. I didn't really have no problem with him personally because he went finna talk to me crazy. But like, oh yeah. There was that. Yeah, shout out to Dr. Block because his personality's so big. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. But I miss him. You email him. Those are the big things. I talked around it because like I said, mine's not confidential. So I'm trying to think anything happened with the students. Oh, but that's not like a confession. That is a confession, but regular like people sleeping around type stuff. Oh, that was so embarrassing for her. Cause we used to do orchestra tour. This is one girl. Who? No, I'm just kidding. What the hell she doing? What she end up doing? But it's always always hard when you come in hot and heavy as a freshman, because then it's just like it just never ends well. Yeah, that didn't end well for her. So that was that happened. Yikes. Yeah. Oh, he used to be a little messy, low key. Now I think about it. Yeah. But it's been nothing happened for real, except for I was there for the Joshua Bell thing. Yeah, I don't think anything salacious happened while I was there. Mm-hmm. And also, I didn't know what the undergrads were talking about.
You can't say. Remember that thing happened to you?
Oh my God, I can't say that. I can't say that, especially because it involves someone else.
That would be a real confession, though. It wouldn't need to be anonymous, though. Oh, submit it to the form.
Maybe I should submit it.
But people mix it up.
Yeah.
We'll mix it up.
Oh my God, and I knew better, and I still did it. That's like a couple weeks off from graduation. And I don't even talk to that girl no more. After all that, we don't talk no more.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've also said this on the show. I mean, I guess another confession is, I mean, it's crazy in that, like, when I realized, like, oh, that's probably trespassing, is when I spent the night in East Bend.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that was illegal. Like,
but, because our buildings are open 24 hours. Well, technically.
Eastman closes at 11 and opens at 7.
Because when I was like, I'm going to Eastman, I did 3:84 a.m. practice sessions. And that's, yeah, my teacher had to step in and be like, so you have to sleep. But now look at me, burnt out, doing nothing.
All right. Doing nothing, Katie? Because we could pull over.
We don't have to.
Yeah, but we could.
Am I burnt out? I should be doing more. That's fair. I should be doing more. But yeah, anyway, let's go see what y'all got going on.
I was about to say, so now we don't got to talk around stuff because they anonymous. Because they like, get to the real mess. It's like, yeah, because we like, well, we can't say that.
But I can say this. And it happened between the year 2000 and 2030.
Right, because y'all not finna be defendants with us if we get to talk.
Right.
So not too much. Okay, so I'm gonna do our first one. We got a few. We might have to do a part 2 because we kind of got we got a number of them. The first one is actually not anonymous to us because I just found out last night that TikTok can now let you put any link in your bio. Before it used to be just YouTube and Instagram if you didn't have a certain amount of followers. Just let us put our link tree, so it would have made it easier for people on TikTok to submit. But somebody from TikTok DM'd us on Instagram, so it's not anonymous to us. We will not say who it is though. Unless y'all pay on Patreon, I'll post their face. No, let me see. Public account too. Let me know if you need the link. Okay, they said, in case this gets out, these things did not actually happen. They are just jokes. That's their disclaimer. In case. Yeah, it didn't happen. So I was a piano performance major in undergrad, and my girlfriend and I did it on every floor of the music building and never got caught. And this music school had 6 floors. Wait. Oh, we're going to narrow that down.
Yeah, we're going to narrow it down.
Wait a minute.
6 floors. Eastman has 5 floors. Wait. Yeah, because the 5th floor is like that weird.
Oh, that's not the 6th floor?
Are you counting the basement? Do we have a basement?
We do. Oh, I wasn't counting the basement though. Girl, I don't know. I'm over here just trying to.
Wait, because it's 4.
Oh, maybe it is 5. I thought it was 6.
Wait.
Oh, I think it might be 6.
But I thought the 5th floor is like that weird where you get the little. It's weird up there.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I thought that was 6. It's been a while.
See, we could just pull it up.
And also, we over here narrowing it down. Also, I could just see this part. I could just look it up for myself.
Wait, the 6 floors? Oh, maybe no, because Eastman 404. There's no Eastman 5 thing. You know how we have like them classrooms? Mm-hmm. Those are only on the 3rd and 4th floors, and the 5th floor is a weird one. Mm-hmm. Girl, I don't know. People gonna be like, girl.
Right. Okay, it says, this musical has 6 floors. It would be late at night, so not many people were in the building, so we would just be on the floor, freak type timing, and did it in the practice rooms and the classrooms. To be honest, one of the best experiences I've ever had was in those classrooms. We are still together to this day. Aww.
Y'all freaked out.
It says,
what?
Ooh, that has names in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that has names in it. They added an addendum with the other rumors. The piano professor at, I can't say the because now I can't tell you what school because I said the. So it's
gonna be there down.
But it says dates their students. That's disgusting.
Wait, what?
This piano professor at this school dates their students.
Wait, move your finger.
Yeah. And it says also a violin professor at, I'm not gonna say the school either. And it says their name, was fired after getting caught watching nasty stuff on his computer. You'll have to check with other musicians to confirm these rumors. So those are the rumors. Y'all be see, and it's like
this has gotten not fun to me because why are you dating your students?
Because classical music be like it be high, and then y'all be dragging it with stuff like that. Dating your students is insane. Like,
and I should say the name of the school. Why are you dating? Because it's like they're adults, but that's also like that's not the issue. The issue is like the power dynamic. Like, even though I heard that about somebody, we go offline.
Yeah, we're offline.
We all have to.
Yeah.
And also, never mind.
Okay. Now moving on to the rest of them. It says there was this guy, brass player, that I, percussionist, got with 1 year, and we ended things on a sour note. Let's just say he's an effing freak. Fast forward, I needed one of his many hall bookings for my recital dress rehearsal, but he refused to let me use any of the time, even though he let my friend do it the previous week, no questions asked. So I emailed him with both his professor and my professor attached to it, professionally requesting some of his bookings, his booking time, and he had to say yes. Yeah, period.
Yeah.
Like, why y'all being petty?
And also, like, now I'm going up to you in person and being like, so
she can't have a dress rehearsal for her recital?
Like,
y'all be weird. Like,
y'all, you weird for that.
That's too much. A lot of this is y'all just being freaked out. The next two, one of them says, sadly, I think this is common for some. In the performing arts high school that I went to, there was a couple that fucked in the practice rooms, and that's definitely happened at plenty of colleges. Y'all freaked out for real. Next one. Yeah, y'all just freaked out. Next one. Someone having sex in a practice room. Next one.
Wait,
after that.
did they get caught? You can't. Okay, because it's almost like it's a confession. They're confessing that they had sex in the practice room.
I think it's it depends. Like that first guy, yeah, but some of them are like, this is what was happening at my school.
I mean, y'all, I ain't judging. We don't judge. But have you been in a practice room? It's spit on the floor. It's freaking sandwich crumbs.
Some people, they just like
it's the thrill.
Yeah, and I know I don't even want to think about that because, like, yeah. Someone says, one time I was looking for a practice room and caught 2 international students having sex on top of the piano. On top of the piano, y'all don't even respect the instruments.
No, they so real for that, low-key. You might as well go all the way.
Freaked out, okay?
Because it's like, you doing it, you might as well go all the way.
That's crazy. On top of the piano?
It's a upright?
I don't know.
I'll be afraid to break the piano.
Mm-hmm. What tricks you doing? No, I'm just kidding.
They should have went all the way to the inside the piano.
All right. So, okay. This next one says, I don't know about scandalous, but I literally threw my horn across the room during brass quintet rehearsal. I finally quit music school after saying I didn't want to do it over and over again with no one listening to how unhappy I was. Haven't played since then, but I'm thinking about playing again.
Girl, you
your stuff all crumbled up. I now have taught elementary school for 11 years and love those little hooligans. Aww. Then there's my professor who hit on me multiple times, including when I was married. He was charged for sexual harassment years later and got let go a few years after. So there's that. Ooh, I'm glad he's gone. It's kind of insane. Throwing your horn across the wall. Dang. I'm glad you found your...
But don't be throwing them kids across the
room. Okay. Next one says, an undergrad stole some tubas and a trombone from our school and tried to sell them at a pawn shop in town. He was so incredibly talented at his instrument, so it was really shocking to hear that happen. I never saw him again. I bet.
Yeah.
Some tubas and a trombone, that's grand theft.
Oh.
And you tried to sell it at a pawn shop in town? Y'all don't be smart. See, it is exactly why we need to introduce some of them general education classes into the music curriculum, because why would you sell them in town?
He probably locked up grand theft. How much you need to steal for grand theft?
Oh, it's not that much. It's like maybe $2,000 or something like that.
$2,000 for grand theft?
Or something like that. Maybe it depends on the state or whatever.
They threw the book at him for real. You didn't even bother to cross state lines. You know what? You deserved it. You're lazy.
I don't know why. That's that whole your brain not fully formed yet. Because why do you think you was finna get away with that?
Like maybe it was one of the things like
have serial numbers,
right?
Like they're not gonna report them stolen. Like they're not gonna go to pawn shops first out of everything.
And the case say property of XYZ School of Music.
Mm-hmm. And also they probably have cameras.
You can't even steal a music stand from.
Yeah, I know some people with Eastman music stands.
Oh, I never got an Eastman music stand, but I rarely practice at Eastman. It's not convenient. It's like way too loud. And I didn't care enough about University of Memphis to have anything from them. But I do got 2 ISU. What y'all gonna do? Come get it? I got 2 ISU stands. Yeah. 2?
2 is crazy. I just didn't know the logistics.
Oh, I do. I'm not gonna say where I got one from.
I thought about taking the Eastman stand, but one I was just like, I just didn't feel like it, and I didn't want to. The logistics of getting it back to California,
right,
with also having to get my base back, I was just like,
yeah,
whatever. Like
that's why CIM.
It's not too late.
They make sure you can't stake their stuff. They got cinder blocks on the bottom. That's so trifling. Also, y'all got other things to worry about.
Which
cinder block is crazy.
I'm sure I think somebody has found a way. I hope somebody does. Honestly.
Yeah.
And also, y'all got bigger problems.
That's what I judge.
They accreditation hanging on by a thread. Yeah, I would worry about that.
Yeah, I'll be worried about that to put in cinder blocks on the bottom of the stuff.
Like, it's a damn music.
Because now I'm bringing in the knife so I can just cut the bottom of the stand off. Now we both don't got to stand. Like,
okay. Next one. Y'all freaked out again. 2 students, a vocalist and a jazz guitarist, got caught procreating in a practice room.
2 vocalists,
2 students, one a vocalist, one a jazz
I was like, what? A freak off in a practice room, kind of crazy.
You know what? That might still be on here.
Right. I thought you said 2 vocalists and a percussion. I was like, what y'all got going? What y'all using valve oil? Like, what y'all got going on?
All right. That's crazy. Okay, it says, this is not my confession, but many of my classmates who could play the spots of the page. I don't know what that means.
Oh, are they British or something? That means notes?
Oh, I have no idea. Many of my classmates who could play the spots of the page used to do real drugs before performances all the time.
We listen and we judge.
Because of real drugs? That means like cocaine or worse. That's kind of crazy. I've heard of people doing concerts high, which I'm like, I'm too much of a square for that. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, imagine I guess it's people that have done it, they know how they react, but like, why? Like,
why? Just play this stuff.
Yeah.
You can get through 2.5 hours sober. You got bigger problems, thing.
Like, or do that, like, I don't know, do that at reading orchestra.
Right.
Or like, yeah, or what was the orchestra? No, reading orchestra was the one that's like, it's not a class or anything. It's like people get together and read stuff for fun. Like, do that at reading orchestra. You know, like, because I know some people in my studio would do that. They would, like, drink before and go to reading orchestra or something like that. But okay, next one says, I bought an Adderall from a classmate, took an Adderall and learned a whole sonata in one day and cleaned my whole apartment top to bottom. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding.
So what does one buy an Adderall?
Right. You bought it from who?
Yes. Link
a whole sonata in a day?
Just damn, what's the link?
Dang, I could be in the LA field by now. Sister.
Yeah,
episode idea.
Well, offline.
Right. Do 50 episodes in a day.
We hang from the rafter on the fan. We got to pan the camera up so we can record up there.
Okay. Next one says, I was a double read player and I would spend lots of time in the read room, making reads, eating, socializing, doing homework, anything really. One night I was in there working on some stuff and I got a "what you doing" text. We ain't do too much in there, but we did enough. LOL.
Okay, girl.
Okay.
Y'all be freaked out.
Not a "what you doing" text in the read room.
Oh, I saw that dust on your...
Okay.
In your crotches. What you mean by all them shavings?
Not a "what you doing" text. Meet me in the read room was crazy.
Shavings in both lips kind of crazy, no?
Okay. That's crazy. That didn't even register to me at first. That's, whoa. We got to figure out how to put the explicit sticker on this episode. There's many episodes that needed it.
But this one needs it. This one needs it.
Well,
we didn't say much.
I mean, but by nature of what we
No,
but also I'm not doing that. So yeah. Okay. Going into my second year at conservatory, there was a drug ring being run by a student.
Oh my God.
Double basis, if you were wondering.
Well, we weren't.
Which, oh my people. He was selling weed laced with cocaine to other students and got some people hooked on cocaine. Eventually, it was found out and he was expelled, but not before. A girl overdosed and had to drop out of school because she survived.
What?
She had to drop out, so she survived. Thank God. A drug ring? Y'all never heard of practicing? When did you have time to run a drug ring?
Also, we just said how much a school costs, and you over here doing a drug ring.
Well, maybe that's what's pushing to it. Actually, maybe y'all lower that tuition and figure out. Maybe y'all look inward and see why your students gotta run a drug ring to get through that tuition.
Drug ring?
But when did you have time for that? All your notes was learned. All your excerpts.
They weren't bass players. No offense.
What? That's crazy.
I think it depends on the school because the bass players at ISU were so.
Yeah. Well, it's just conservatory.
Oh yeah.
So, but that's kind of insane. That drug ring. Yikes. The next one says inappropriate pics of a professor got leaked, and I was appalled when I heard. Could you imagine being a professor? Because you're a person, you're allowed to do what you do with your person, but how did it get leaked?
That's why I didn't want to be insensitive. I was waiting for you.
Only thing I could see, maybe they accidentally sent some, accidentally attached, but also, girl, you gotta be tech savvy if you're gonna be doing all that. But or maybe they accidentally came up on a computer and somebody took a picture.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Imagine on your projector. Because other than that, now I'm like, how they get leaked?
Yeah.
Or maybe they posted them online somewhere, on a dating site or something, and they found it. I just told you about somebody who was on a dating site who was supposed to be my youth pastor.
I feel you would have to resubmit and give us more context. Because because they got leaked. Leaked from where?
Yeah, that's my only thing is maybe they accidentally popped up somewhere or sent to someone, or what was it, a revenge porn?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Ugh.
But how did that person get a hold of them?
Yeah. It was either that or somebody had to find them somewhere and sent them around. They had to be, somebody was the leak, and then they made their way around the school. I hope it didn't get too, because imagine walking into your classroom with and how inappropriate.
I couldn't imagine that because I literally teach minors.
Yeah.
That would be devastating. That.
You lose your job.
For good reason.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay. We were lectured on recital hour about a used condom being found in one of the practice room's trash cans. It was me.
You know what? Hell yeah. Again, DM and give us more context because now I want to know, was you laughing? Was they looking at you? Because they got security footage.
You in there having flashbacks when they
you in there like
yeah, I remember that.
Go off, queen.
That's crazy.
Also, wait, that person said it was them. So I need more information. You the person you did it with, that y'all was laughing in there, I need more. That's amazing.
Okay, how many we got left? You want to just finish?
Yeah, let's just finish.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is not as salacious. It just says that someone clipped their toenails and left them in the practice on the piano in the practice room.
Why your shoes off in the practice room? And see,
y'all always want to take y'all shoes off.
Y'all always want to take y'all shoes off.
Like put your piggies away. Like, okay. Next one says head honcho of the performance department found sexy conductor man in Italy and convinced everyone to bring him to the school. She let him stay at her house with her husband, who was also faculty, and 2 children. They ended up having an affair, and the head honcho of the performance department gets pregnant. After a few months, sexy Italian man posted on Facebook that the child was in fact his, and he couldn't live like this. This was all before I got to the school and isn't really my business. What is my business is that these children love Hamilton and got our white-ass department to do a scene from Hamilton, Helpless, if that means anything. I know you've seen Hamilton, for our opera gala. The tenor they had playing Hamilton did vibrato during his rap. This went all 2 different types of ways. I want to know more about the using school funds to get your side piece flown out.
Yeah, it's also the they still together, the 2 faculty members. And where's his love child at?
The public affair.
Where the baby at? She kept the baby?
Probably. Don't say how long ago this was. It was after.
Also, doing Helpless is tasteless. Because basically, like the scene, let me make sure because I haven't listened to Hamilton in a minute, but basically, because Alexander Hamilton had an affair. And it's like one of them little songs around that part of the musical.
Oh. Yeah, because I don't know anything.
Oh, yeah, because it was when that lady came in. Because she was asking, that's so tacky. She was asking the lady, I forgot the lady that had, Hamilton fans are screaming right now. But basically, his wife, Eliza, went upstate because there was a whole song about, because Hamilton was stressed out. They was stressing him out, George Washington, all that, right? So, boom. Eliza was like, come upstate. You got to come upstate. Like, we going on vacation. We got water. We got beach, He's like, no, I got to work on the Constitution. I got work to do. Because, Hamilton was like, he wrote all this stuff. He was writing all this stuff because he was like, why do you write like you're running out of time? It's like the same. So he's like, no, I got work to do. She was like, all right, boom, we going upstate. This lady come in. That song kind of sexy too. She come in. She's like, oh, I need help because my man beating me, And then he sings a song. They sing a song called "Helpless," and then they have an affair, and everybody find out about it because that's why Alexander Hamilton was never president, which is like important because he did all this stuff. It's like why the main dude not president? That's tacky and tasteless.
Okay. Okay. This next one says. It's a long one. It says, so I went to a pretty well-known school of music in Orange County. This person was a great opera singer and great performer, but her personality was not it. There was only a few black people in the school of music, and every year we would take a black photo for our annual Deck the Hall concert with orchestra and combined choirs. One year, someone asked, where is, I'm going to give her the name, TD. So I said, oh, I don't know. They missing some words. I don't know. Let's take the photo without her. Y'all buckle up. At the start of that semester, this girl went around to all the other black people asking what their race was. A lot of us were mixed. When we would tell her that we were mixed, she would be like, oh, so y'all aren't really black like me. Huh? Word of this got around the school like crazy. Mind you, she was in the top audition choir at school. The word continued to spread. And people, even her own choir director, started to not like her. She would have her hands in pockets during choir performances, ignoring all the black folks in the school of music, but playing with all the whites. Eventually, it got so bad, the section leader talked to the director of the choir, and she got kicked out of the audition group. Mind you, she didn't even get into the international tour with them, and got put in the non-audition freshman treble ensemble. How you gonna be black and racist to your own kind? Love y'all's podcast. Thank you.
So now I'm messing. I'm trying to figure out which Orange County.
Right. I'm like, a lot of this stuff we finna be.
Yeah, it's one in New Jersey. Yeah. Obviously, Orange County, like Orange County, California.
Oh, that's what I assume. There's another one.
Yeah, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Trying to figure out which Orange County.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know.
Unless she meant like Orange County, like.
They just say Orange County. So we'll check all of them.
Yep.
Because and don't underestimate, because when I found out who that conductor was, who was on that Bon Appetit thing where it just said their salary.
You found it out?
Mm-hmm. Girl, I investigated that for hours. Where are my responsibilities at?
Cause I thought the last time we talked about it, like we assume it's this one.
It has to be him. Like the amount of evidence that I built.
You tell me?
Maybe at the time, but that was maybe a year ago.
It's the San Francisco guy, right? The sex soup. Oh. No. Is it a secret?
I mean, I guess I posted it on the internet. I just.
Oh, okay. We don't gotta say it here. You just.
I mean, I did. I narrowed it down to a guy named Ming Luke. I think that's his name. But like, I found like literally verbatim something that he posted on social media that was like in the article. Yeah. So I was like, it's you. Yeah. Okay. Our last one. It says there were rumors of people having duets in practice rooms. The worst part was our doors were mostly glass windows, so anyone could see anything. But after hours, people figured it was safe, I guess. The thing was, there was a big practice room facing a hallway. A vocalist decided to do a solo in that room and got caught.
No! Oh my God! No!
That's crazy. Y'all too freaked out. You don't got no privacy? You couldn't do the bathroom before that?
DJing in a wanger practice room is crazy. In a wanger practice room, girl. Wow. Got caught by who? I don't know how I would react to that.
Oh, you walked in. I was like, what are you doing? Like,
I don't know how I react. I don't know how I would react to
and
that.
then y'all, and then you touching the door handle.
And you see what I'm saying?
I can't.
Every door, and also to every door handle she touches from there to the way home.
Y'all too much. Y'all did not disappoint.
What's the school? Girls' house is school. Whoa, got caught by who? Because faculty, you don't be. That's what you lucky. Which is worse? Faculty is definitely worse. I mean, because it's like, is your peers finding you doing that? Is faculty worse? But
it depends. If it's like someone that you work with, yeah.
Because if a peer catches you, everybody finna be talking about it. But if it's a faculty catches you, it's like, that's embarrassing. It's either way, it's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. But also, faculty don't be in the practice rooms.
Yeah. So it has to either be a peer or like maybe like a public safety person.
Your best bet is public safety.
Yeah. Nobody talking to them. You know, that's crazy.
But also, is that your best bet? Because isn't that public indecency?
But they're not real police.
They not.
What you gonna do? It's my word against yours. But
girl, that's embarrassing.
Y'all got it.
What y'all going with? I know. Maybe, like, what is the justification for that? Maybe it's like it was real late at night. Like, what, why?
And then when she said it has glass all,
yeah,
in the space in the hallway.
It got to be one of them wanger practice rooms that the whole door is glass.
She's like, that's that voyeurism stuff. Some people, they just like that. That's part of it. That I might get caught. Y'all got it. Well, that was our first segment of Classically Black Confessions.
Yeah, give us more. Y'all messy.
Yeah, we'll come up with or let us know the questions that y'all want us to ask. But we'll also come up with more questions so we can do future episodes.
Yeah, we should do advice. Give us your problems so I can avoid mine and tell you what to do. We moving on? All right, y'all. Time for Black Excellence, where we hype you up, gas you up, and give you your props because there's room for everyone. At the top, this is I'm talking about John Clayton. He's a bassist, composer, arranger, producer. He's a Grammy Award winner with 9 additional nominations. Has written and recorded for artists such as Milt Jackson, Diana Krall, Paul McCartney, Regina Carter, Dee Dee Bridgewater, Gladys Knight, Queen Latifah, Yo-Yo Ma, a bunch of people. He was a principal bassist in the Amsterdam Philharmonic Orchestra from 1980 to 1984. Then in 1986, he co-founded the Clayton Hamilton Jazz Orchestra and rekindled the Clayton Brothers Quintet. In addition to his individual clinics and workshops, he also directs the educational components of Centrum, the Port Townsend Jazz Festival, and the Vale Jazz Workshop. His arrangement of the Star Spangled Banner helped propel Whitney Houston in her 1990 performance at the Super Bowl. His recordings with the Clayton brothers, the Clayton Hamilton Jazz Orchestra, Milt Jackson, Monty Alexander, Count Basie, and others. He has a lot of those. They're plentiful. I like the way this bio's written. It's cute. Yeah, shout out to him. He's an alumni of Eastman. Oh, maybe not. Is he?
I thought so.
Oh yeah, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Because when did I screenshot this? Oh, he wasn't Rochester doing something, but that's over now. Because this was from weeks ago. But anyway, shout out to you, Meliora, and stuff.
Period. Oh yeah, piece of the week. My piece of the week is Beethoven Harp Quartet because I listened to it because we watched that movie last week.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening to Classically Black Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Classically Black Podcast. We have an exclusive little club. It's called the Ebony Tower. That's patreon.com/Classically Black. Join us. It's free. There is a free tier. It's Gem Pop, but it's there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, join us. We got merch at classicallyblackpodcast.com/store.
Modeling.
Thank you for listening or watching, because you can watch us on YouTube, and we will catch y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.